Hey guys, Tin Man here. Just coming in to show you some really cool facts and give you a good view, okay? So stick around, don't miss it. So we're at the spot where they stripped this log last year and probably continue to pick at it now. But yet last year they did a really large split stripping on it. You can kind of see this creek, if you remember, any of you, it's more or less holding the same shape. Okay, it hasn't eaten away big on here. They've got something going on here where they're sticking, it's been added to. And it's like they're, I don't know, somebody's having fun. Anyways, right here, the water comes around this here, right? In the winter, water picks up and maybe can cause more damage if it's got the ability to overpower the bank and break away the bank. But I want to teach you some signs to look for. In those cases, say if the river did get up higher here in the winter, which it would have gotten up a little bit higher, but let's say if it did, when it's now dropped down to here, it isn't showing us any information of a swell of a movement this way. You see that? There's nothing. There's nothing that shows you like stuff was coming in and banging on the clay work in such a way to break out those clumps with the dragging form or anything like that. Let's go in and take a close look at that. Because one of the things you might be trying to see here is you might be trying to see if you see little cut marks. Any kind of cuts. So you could see spackle in, like if somebody's sitting there sticking a bunch of stuff in it. You can see where maybe they threw rock back into it to stick them in there, pull rock out, maybe even where you can see they cut chunks of the clay out. So they cut out little slabs of clay. And that is a process that they do. Now if we come over to here and we look at this part right here and we look at all the different sloughed stuff, you can tell it's just sloughed straight down. It really is just being sloughed out from the bank in there. You can see that background is a different substance than the topsoil. And obviously the topsoil to some degree gets to keep hanging because of its root base in there. And it doesn't necessarily all collapse right away, and there's going to be reasoning for all that, why they like to do it this way. You come along here and you get to see more signs of it. You go over here, get to see a little bit more signs of it right there on that bank. Then if we go up here, you probably don't see any signs of it. But maybe we get to see signs of something else. Just do some quick looking around and seeing if we get anything. Lots of bright green there, guys. A lot of extra growth going on here. Like lots of extra leaves, I'm saying. Like all the trees are full, inside out, tight. You know, we got cottonwood already dropping its cotton way early in the year. We got tons of different plants that are seeding way early in the year. Right here. Let's see, make sure I'm getting some branch with seed in it. I think I see some on some of those branches. And if we look at the size of this little baby, it's a baby, okay, that has been growing, not very long, 2 years or something. She gets big ass leaves. She gets a fair amount of them. She's getting a little bit of pruning work done to her. And she's already seeding at that young of an age, let alone in May. So when you're driving along the road and you see those kind of helicopter seeds, it may be a clump of them in the middle of the road when you're driving by. Realize those are just these guys doing that kind of stuff on our road. They give us little messages all the time. They'll toss a rock or a log on it, or they'll walk right out there maybe and put it however they want. It's their style, it's what they do, it's what they're comfortable with, it's what they're trying to figure out, it's what they're supposed to do. It's a whole bunch of thinking, a whole bunch of questions, a whole bunch of what the... So, time for fun. Peace out from the Tin Man. Don't forget to share and sub and all these other things you're supposed to be doing with these. And I am too.